Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna. Today we would be narrating the pastime of Parshva Ekadashi, also known as Parivarthinee Ekadashi or Vaaman Ekadashi or Jayanti Ekadashi. It is said that if one observes Ekadashi, then one receives entrance to Lord Vishnu's abode. Simply by listening to this Ekadashi katha, one attains the same merit as observing the fast. Please listen attentively. Parshva Ekadashi pastime. Shri Yudhishthir Maharaj asked Lord Shri Krishna, what is the name of that Ekadashi that occurs during the light fortnight, Shukla Paksh, of the month of Bhaadrapad, August-September, Rishikesh Mas? Who is the worshipable deity for this Ekadashi, and what merit does one attain by observing it? Kindly reveal all this to me.
Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to encourage more videos like this.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, addressed his devotee Yudhishthir as follows. This Ekadashi, O Yudhishthir, is called Vaaman Ekadashi, and it bestows upon those who observe it both great merit and ultimate liberation from material bondage. Therefore, because it removes all one's sinful reactions, it is also called Jayanti Ekadashi. Just hearing of its glories frees one from all his past misdeeds. So auspicious is this fast that observing it bestows the same merit as that earned by performing a horse sacrifice. There is no better Ekadashi than this, because it awards liberation so easily. Thus, if one truly desires freedom from the material world, one should fast on Vaaman Ekadashi. While observing this holy fast, a Vaishnav should lovingly worship the Supreme Lord in his form as Vaaman Dev, the dwarf incarnation, whose eyes are like lotus petals. By doing so, he worships all other deities as well, including Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And at death, he undoubtedly goes to that abode of Sri Hari. In all the three worlds, there is no fast that is more important to observe. The reason this Ekadashi is so auspicious is that it celebrates the day when the sleeping Lord Vishnu turns over on his other side. Thus, it is also known as Parivarthinee Ekadashi. Maharaj Yudhishthir then asked the Lord, O Janardhan, please clear up a question I have. How is it that the Supreme Lord sleeps and then turns over on his side? O Lord, when you are asleep, what happens to all the other living entities? Please also tell me how you bound the king of demons Bali, Bali Maharaj, as well as how one may please the Brahmins. How does one observe Chaturmasya? Kindly be merciful to me and answer these questions. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, replied, O Yudhishthir, lion among kings, I will gladly narrate to you a historical event that, simply by hearing it eradicates all one's sinful reactions. In the Treta Yuga, there was once a king named Bali. Though born in a family dynasty of demons, Daityas, he was very devoted to me. He sang many Vedic hymns to me and performed the Homa rituals, fire sacrifices, just to satisfy me. He respected the twice-born Brahmins and engaged them in performing sacrifices daily. This great soul had a quarrel with Indradev, however, and eventually defeated him in battle. Bali took over his entire celestial kingdom, which I myself had given to Indradev. Therefore, Indra and all the other devas, along with many great sages, approached me and complained about Bali Maharaj. Bowing their heads to the ground and offering many sacred prayers from the Vedas, they worshipped me along with their spiritual master Brihaspati. Thus, I agreed to appear on their behalf as a dwarf, Vaaman Dev, my fifth incarnation. King Yudhishthir asked, O Lord, how was it possible for you to conquer such a powerful demon, and only by coming in the form of a dwarf Brahman? Please explain this clearly, for I am your faithful devotee. The Supreme Lord Shri Krishna replied, Though a dwarf, I was a Brahman, and I approached Bali Maharaj to ask him for alms in the form of land. I said, O Maharaj Bali, please give me just 3 steps of land in charity. Such a small piece of land will be as good as all the 3 worlds for me. Bali agreed to grant my request without lengthy consideration. But as soon as he vowed to give me the land, my body began to expand into a gigantic transcendental form. I covered the entire earth with my feet, all of Bhuvarlok with my thighs, the Swarg heavens with my waist, Maharlok with my stomach, Janalok with my chest, Tapolok with my neck, and Satyalok with my head and face. I covered the entire material creation. Indeed, all the planets of the universe, including the sun and the moon, were encompassed by my gigantic form. Seeing this astonishing pastime of mine, all the devas, including Indradev and Sheshnag, the king of the snakes, began to sing Vedic hymns and offer prayers to me. Then I took Bali by the hand and said to him, O sinless one, I have covered the whole earth with one step and all the heavenly planets with the second. Now, where shall I place my foot to measure the third step of land that you promised me? Upon hearing this, Bali Maharaj bowed down in humility and offered me his head to place my third step. O Yudhishthir, I placed my foot on his head and sent him all the way to Patal Lok. Seeing him thus humbled, I became very pleased and told Bali that henceforth I would permanently reside in his palace. Thereafter, on Parivarthinee Ekadashi, which occurs during the light part of the month of Bhadra, August-September, Bali, the son of Virochan, grandson of Prahalad Maharaj, installed a deity form of me in his residence. O king, until Haribodhini Ekadashi, which occurs during the light part of the month of Kartik, I continue to sleep in the ocean of milk. The merit one accumulates during this period is particularly powerful. One should therefore observe Parivarthinee Ekadashi carefully. Indeed, it is especially purifying and thus cleanses one of all sinful reactions. On this day, the faithful devotee should worship Lord Trivikrama, Vaaman Dev, who is the Supreme Father, because on this day I turn over to sleep on my other side. If possible, on this day one should give a qualified person some yogurt mixed with rice, as well as some silver, and then remain awake throughout the night. This simple observance will free one of all material conditioning. One who observes this sacred Parivarthinee Ekadashi in the way I have described will surely attain all kinds of happiness in this world and the kingdom of God thereafter. One who simply hears this narration with devotion will go to the abode of the Devas and shine there like the moon itself. So powerful is the observance of this Ekadashi. Indeed, this observance is as powerful as the performance of 1,000 horse sacrifices. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Parivarthinee Ekadashi or Vaaman Ekadashi, which occurs during the light part of the month of Bhaadrapad from the Brahma Vaivarta Puran. Namaste.
Haribol.